There's a good chance that you're making a massive mistake when it comes to your optimization efforts. But what is it? I'm Justin Christensen, the co-founder and president of Conversion Fanatics and the #1 best-selling author of Conversion Fanatic: How to Double Your Customers, Sales, and Profits with A/B Testing. Today, we are going to talk about the process behind split testing. Now, most companies that we come across at our company is they've got some problems with their campaigns, and one of the kind of common misconceptions is people see the 20 or 50% winning, campaigns, and they think that that is the normal. We get companies come to us all the time that just want to swing for the fence, hit home runs, but they don't want to embrace the actual process that goes into split testing. So you see, you can look at our blog, for example. We show a bunch of different case studies, and they're all some nice winners. There's even some that were losing campaigns on there. But you see the big wins, but you don't see all of the failed tests that go into that. And what's more important there is that you learn from the tests that actually fail. Now, that is the biggest mistake that I see people making is they go around and they swing for the fence. They try to hit these home runs instead of hitting these base hits, using that data and actually learning from it and building upon it and building use cases around their testing capabilities and moving that up the chain to set themselves up for bigger wins. So all they expect is these 20 and 50% winners. We've had tests that have proven out to 1,800 plus some percent, but we've also had many tests that have lost by over 100%. But it's what you do with that information that is the crucial element. So to do this, you actually have to build a process. You have to create the test hypotheses around why you're testing, what you're testing, and what the expected outcome of that test is. So you have to have a reason for it. Not just going out and testing a bunch of incremental elements such as an image here, a button here, a headline there. You have to really brace out the process. Why are you testing that button? What is the reason for it? Maybe the previous button was blending in and you wanted to add some contrast to it to entice people to click through to the next step. So that would be kind of a basic of your test hypothesis. So don't go out and just expect to hit home runs all the time and have this massive turnaround. It can work, but it is a process. Our initial engagement with our company takes 4 months of testing, and we still run into companies that even after explaining it, they say, well, we didn't get all of these big winners, but we had some losers in there, and we will work through that process and we will come up with winners. We always do. So embrace that entire process, learn from the mistakes. You can often learn more from the losers than you can actually learn from the winners, and push and then retest. That's the importance of it. So if you've got a testing plan in place or you're thinking about split testing, don't just test the incremental elements, those small little changes. Don't expect to hit home runs every time. Test, learn, and then retest again. A good example of that is we had a women's clothing company that we did some mobile testing on. And the initial test showed some promise. It had about 60% plus, it was out in the lead by 60%, improvement. And as the test rolled on, it actually fell and ended up losing by about 10 or 12%. I can't remember the exact numbers. But we saw that as a learning opportunity. It showed initial promise that it was going to win. But as, a bigger sample size, it ended up losing. So we revised that test and ended up increasing the mobile checkouts by more than 30%. All because we learned from that information. Sure, we hit a nice big win at the end, but it doesn't always happen. It's a process. There's a system. You need to create your test hypothesis. So if you're making these mistakes, stop it and work through the entire process. See what happens on the other side. You'll learn more. Your team will be smarter.
your company will grow as a result, and you'll understand more about your visitors. So hope you enjoyed this little video. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.